going on? Crazy NC Man coming at you from the AirsoftPlayerTV.com studios, also known as the master bedroom in my house. Got another good review for you. It's a pretty cool gun. I've been wanting to review it for a while, and finally going to get around to it. Been real busy. Haven't been able to get a lot of my reviews edited and all that. Just super busy with AirsoftCarolina.com business and other things going on. As you all know, I started the AirsoftPlayerTV.com a while ago, and it was started off as a video site, but now we're running an actual live webcast every Saturday night, 8 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. It's been pretty off the hook so far. People, literally thousands of people watching it every week, but it's pretty fun. So anyways, this Saturday night we've got a new feature where you'll be able to call in via Skype. If you haven't used Skype before, just go to Skype.com and download it. It's free call Skype to Skype. So you can go on there, download that. Saturday night, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, AirsoftPlayerTV.com. You can call in, talk to yours truly if you got questions you want to ask, gun recommendations, or you just want to cuss me out, whatever you want. It's going to be pretty fun. I know there's going to be a lot of haters on there, so it should be entertaining. Also, if you have a webcam, I can patch your webcam right through to the live feed. So you'll be on live AirsoftPlayerTV.com with yours truly, Crazy NC Man. So anyways, check it out, Saturday night, 8 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, AirsoftPlayerTV.com. Yours truly will be the host for what usually started out as an hour show, but last one went for 4.5 hours, so it's a lot of fun. But jump on there. We'll look at guns. We'll shoot guns. We'll just have a lot of fun. Talk airsoft. Ask questions. If you got anything to promote too, if you want to promote a team, a game, anything like that, call in. Promote away. And anything but another airsoft store. Obviously, since I work for AirsoftCarolina.com, I'm not going to let you call in and promote your .com. But if you have a team or a game you want to talk about, call in, we'll talk about it. So anyways, I know you haters hate to hear me talk and babble, so we'll get right on to the review. It's an awesome gun. We've been carrying this for a little while now, and I've been wanting to review it. Finally, here it is. As you can see, it is the CM049, the CYMA CM049 Full Metal Blowback AEG. I'm not a real big fan of MP5 series guns, but this one I really like because it's pretty solid and it's got enough blowback action to give it a little bit of recoil, So it's pretty sweet. But like I said, I'm not a fan of MP5s, but this one really caught my eye, and that's why we're going to take a look at it. Get a nice manual. It's fresh too. This is none of that stinky China stuff. This is that fresh, good for you, healthy airsoft. Got your basic manual, of course. 260 round high capacity metal magazine. I've been shooting it. It's got BBs in it already. Actually, let me make sure the springs. Release the spring there since the gun does have a battery in it. What else we got? You got your basic wall charger and battery. You get a battery. You get an 8.4 volt, 2-piece, 1400 mAh CYMA battery. You get a Foregrip, and of course the Butamus gun and a cleaning rod. So, anyways, we'll get right to the heart of this review. Talking about the battery that you get with it. Side full of stock. Guess I should have emptied that out before the review, but we'll just roll with the rattle. One thing about this gun right off the bat, and you know me, I try not to be biased towards Airsoft Carolina products since, everybody knows I work there and run the website. So I try to give a biased review. We'll go over the good and bad of the gun. So let's just go right to the bad. That way you won't be like, "Ooh, you're biased and your reviews are always say they're great." Couple things on this gun right away. We were talking about the battery. Like I said, you get an 8.4 volt. It's a two-piece. Some people call it a nunchuck battery, but it's just a two-piece 8.4 volt, 1400 milliamp hour battery. And it's a pain in the butt to get into the foregrip. I'm not even going to do it. The video would be 20 minutes long. But basically, this is like any other MP5. You have a pin right here, and you just push it out, and then it kind of pulls down and slides forward because it's up over the receiver right here. And the battery is a pain in the butt to get in and out. But you'd think, the way it is, the way this foregrip's real wide, you'd think the battery would lay down with the two pieces side by side. But if you look in the manual, you actually stack it up straight. You put the smaller, the 3 cells on top, and then put the connector and fuse on the other side, and you just kind of hold it all in there, and as you're dropping it in, you pull the handguard up and on, and once you do it, you'll get the hang of it. But I'm not going to do it here in this video because it does take a while. But like I said, you think it lays flat so the barrel can go down in between it, but that's not the case. You actually stand it up straight. And once you do it a couple times, you'll get used to it, but it is a pain in the butt. This has a nice wide front foregrip though, with a rail on either side and the bottom. So if the battery woes get you down on this gun, just throw a frickin' PEC box on it and be done with it. That's what I'd do if it was mine. I'd run a PEC box. Give you a little more flexibility as to what kind of battery you can run. You'd be able to get a little larger battery in there. So that's always a plus with the rail system. That's the other thing I was going to get to with this gun, is without using the vertical foregrip, that front, the front handguard is beefy. I mean, that's big, which I don't personally care for them real big. It's kind of like my S system. It's real bulky too. So with the vertical on it though, that's the way to go, just because of that bulky handguard. But like I say, plus with the battery woes, if you throw a PEC box, you're not going to be able to hold it up there anyways. So that's one issue this gun has, is the battery. It's not really an issue. All these guns are a pain in the ass to get a battery in. Second thing is the charging handle. It's pretty solid, but I don't know why they don't use a steel rod as this pin, but it's a cast unit. So if you go slamming this, you know, everybody likes to slam it after they reload, it will snap off. They're just not made to slam and let it slam back and forth. You know, why? I don't know why they don't use just steel rod to make these rather than this little cast crap. So I wouldn't slam that. You will break it. That's another issue with this gun. The flash hider on these is like a lot of these China clones. This piece right here is supposed to pull up and off so you can take the flash hider off, and there's a little bit of glue or paint or epoxy or, you know, God knows what gets in there, and it's stuck. So you have to get something and lightly peck it to kind of break it loose. Either that, maybe a little heat or something. But these are all stuck. So you're gonna have to work on that to get your flash hider off. Metal upper and lower receiver. The ABS side fold stock, which is pretty solid. It's got a nice clamp mechanism on it, holds it nicely in place. This is kind of like, this was another thing I didn't really care for on this gun. That hook right there is like rubber. It's kind of a plasticky rubber deal. And it holds it really good, but I think over time that might wear down a little bit. Could be an issue. You know, time will tell on how that side fold stock works out. The gun itself, like I said, is really nice construction. You got blowback right here. The battery on it, I thought I had this battery charged, but it doesn't seem to have much of a charge in it. You can see the battery's about dead, so we won't push our luck with that, but it does have blowback. It's got some nice recoil. You know, it's got a great feel too. It's a heavy gun. It's not one of those real cheesy light MP5s. Version 2 gearbox, steel gears. You got your adjustable rear sight. So your fine pinpoint accuracy, and then your CQB style sight. Front sling mounts metal, rear sling mounts in the stock. It's pretty beefy though. I don't think you'll have any issues right there. It's just a great gun. FPS on this baby is about 380 with a 0.2 gram BB, which is pretty good. It's still a little high for CQB, but once you use it for a while and that spring starts to weaken up a little bit, you'll probably drop right down in good CQB range. It does have good range on it too for such a short barrel gun. Accuracy and range is decent. So it'd be good for either CQB or playing out in the woods. Just an all-around great gun. Like I said though, I'd probably run a external. I'd run a PEC box or a battery pouch or something just to get you can get a 9.6 in there, and definitely be a lot better than what it's got. Now I think they claim 700, 780 rounds a minute on this is a little high. My chrono's broken. I didn't do it before I left the store, but I think you'll find, like most guns, 8.4 volt battery right out of the box. This thing will probably do about 650 rounds, so it's not that quick. We'll shoot it a little bit. I got a target. I already got a target in here, so I don't even have to get up from my desk. Just plank off some rounds. Sounds pretty beefy. Like I said, this battery's about had it, so it's definitely not a good judge for rate of fire. Positive. The selector switch, nice and crisp, positive. The hop up on it's very responsive. Just an all-around great gun. CYMA CM049. Highly recommend it. $200. Can't beat it. We'll have plenty of them for the holidays. So pick one up now. You'll love it. If you're an MP5 fan, you'll definitely like this. It's probably the best MP5 on the market right now for a clone, under $200. Decent gun. Crazy NC man recommended. So pick it up. And next time you're out on the battlefield, have fun and be safe.